Hello, hopefully the stream's working properly. This is the Shootout, the top 10 drivers in CRS BTCC 1993. It's not actually going to be top 10, it's going to be top 9, because one of them can't turn up. It may or may not be 8, I don't know if Jaden comes on or not. He's got 6 minutes too. I should probably become admin of the server for the time being. That would be handy, so I can skip the session when I need to. Sorted. Right, let me ping the stream around a bit. Oh, that is horrible, Fapster. Why have you sent me this? Let me chuck the stream on CRS. So we're currently watching CRS drive round. He is currently third
P5.
for a good time. It's P5, is he?
No, he's actually P4. Actually.
He's P3 on my screen. This is good. Anyway, CRS. He's driving a Schnitzer BMW, Schnitzer. He's currently in the grass.
Oh, he's off. He's off.
He's in the wall.
Oh, tiny impact. We're ripped the bumper off.
Wall tap. Oh, no, he's cutting across. Rallycross, Jaden mode. Joseph McKenna. Let me get me a real-time Delta. No, not real-time. Performance Delta, I want to say. It's been a while. It's hiding up there. Alright, let's go back to Joseph. This is going really well. Joseph, he's 10th up coming into the first corner. He's struggling a little bit at the moment. That was his last words anyway, but now he's only a second off of where he wants to be. This is only practice, of course. No real worries here of what position you end up. We do have 8 guys, I believe, on the server currently. It's just some of them haven't set laps. We're expecting... Well, we may have a couple guys come, I don't know, we'll have to see what happens, but this is sort of the top 12 of the league. As me and Fapster, I'm going to be streaming and commentating while Fapster is being the safety car driver. Joseph McKenna, unable to go quick at that time round. MBG though, he's putting in some decent laps, currently on an outlap. Method the same in his Renault Dealer Racing Renault 19. Blanklow 4 attempts down this time round. Perhaps he's doing a race setup. I don't know. See what's going on with that. I'm just going to dump the stream around a little bit and try get some traction on it. We do have 3 people currently watching, which is nice. Appreciate that. Cheers to all the silent watchers, means a lot. Where else can I chuck it? Right, we got... Yeah, I've already chucked it into you. Oh dear.
I'll put it on my Spanish server.
Hola, no entiendo mucho español.
I don't understand much.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I know how to say in Spanish. Blank's currently 3 attempts down this time.
Oh, no one's in there. They play all asleep.
Rio will be filling in for Kittu by the looks of things.
Well, where's Kittu?
He's not going to be here.
It's a shame. He's in second place on the leaderboard, right?
Yeah, it's a shame, but
108.4.
he can't control it. So, Blank is currently a little bit up on his time. Let me sort all the rolls out. Right, we will be getting away with qualifying in 20 seconds time. Don't know how many people we do at 20 seconds, yes. Don't know how many people we do actually have on the server. Get the command ready for when it's got to go in 5 seconds. And hopefully we shall have a qualifying session start now. We do indeed. So it's a 10-minute qualifying session with 11 minutes on the clock. If the guys want to go up to the end of the pit lane and wait, they can do so. Seems like Joseph McKenna is going to be the first one to come to the end of the pit. Method next in his Renault 19. Of course, this is going to be quite, well, it's an 18-lap race, so a little bit longer than usual. However, cars will be eliminated. There are random safety cars, and the winner is going to walk away with either a trophy or something else of equal value. I'm joined by Fapster, co-commentator. He's also going to be the safety car driver. Could you speak if that's alright?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, we are about the right levels. One of the BMWs is sat at the end of the pits, which is nice to see. As we have a look at Joseph McKenna and Method. Method somehow got past Joseph. I believe he was behind him in the pit lane, so interesting there. He's going to be all over the back of Method for some reason. Now he's going to back off and heat up his tyres a little bit, which is probably what he wants to do. Give him a little bit of breathing room so he can actually get a good lap in. Got the space to do so, and he's not going to be held up at all. So we should have, I believe, 9 guys coming, as Jaden hasn't actually woken up yet, I don't believe.
McKenna's getting good. We'll get a good slipstream on the next lap. He'll catch him, or he's slowing down, warming up his tyres.
Warming up his tyres down the back straight, yep. I've messaged Jaden, but it doesn't look like he is going to be responding anytime soon. So we're looking at either 8 or 9 guys tonight.
He's in the server right now, Jaden.
Jaden, is he? Oh, okay.
He's driving.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I just saw. Yeah, okay. So, Joseph, where is he going to come out? Of course, no drivers have set a lap yet. None that have come up on the leaderboard anyway, that are either clean or fast enough, I suppose. But Joseph, he is the second of the Carinas running tonight. I'm not sure if Assetto Drifter is on the server.
Toro is setting it out in the pit and during calling. We have 8 minutes to go. Oh, he's just started moving.
Yep. So, it should say 2 times 18 races at the top. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is once this first race starts, I'll go to the next session and hopefully it will spice things up a little bit. Hello Funky Monkey, welcome to the stream. We're currently watching Joseph McKenna on his first flying lap. We see MVG in the background there going off a little bit. Let's see what Joseph can do for his first lap. Method's going to cross the line first with a 1:10.6 and Joseph is going to not beat his time. Must have had a bit of a dirty lap there, as we see MBG go with a 1:09.2 and Jaden go with a 1:09.3, so pretty close between those two guys there.
400 difference. Really.
Pardon?
400 is the difference between the top two. So
very
really
close. It'll be interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Blank can do, as he's been one of the quickest guys. Kitsu, unfortunately, unable to make it tonight. had a last minute call which has prevented him from turning up. However, we do have a replacement, P13 in the overall standings, which was Rio. He should hopefully be driving Kitty's car for the event if he can get everything all sorted out. Sculleris ends up putting his car in P4 at the moment. Well, I've missed it, but Blank has gone pole by 2 tenths. Toru not able to set a lap that time round, maybe on an outlap. Sculleris though, in his BMW, he is a tenth up coming out of the first corner, coming down through the S section. Let's see what he can do. As Joseph McKenna manages to get his car into 4th place with 6 minutes left of the session. Jaden goes on pole very briefly, and then MBG takes it away 35 hundredths of a second up the road, which is pretty close between those two. And Blank now is only 76 hundredths down the road from MBG as well.
Under 110.
So Sculleris, sorry, he's only 4 tenths, so this could be good enough for 4th position, and if he can find any more time in these last 2 corners, it may even get him close to the front of the field. He's going to break pretty good, keeping even with his previous time. Going to lose a little bit though on the exit, about half a tenth, which will probably out to a tenth at the end of the lap, but nonetheless, still going to be good enough to put him up into 4th position. Can Joseph McKenna respond to that? He's 2 tenths up, which is not going to be enough to get him up to 4th place at this point. However, no, unable to find the time through the last chicane there. Or maybe he is, he's just found 3 tenths. Don't think it will be close enough. No, but it's going to be pretty darn close. Only a couple hundredths behind. There, what can Jaden do though? Where's Jaden? Not much for that lap. Blank can't do much for that.
For first sector. For Jaden.
For Jaden, fastest first sector. Oh, okay.
Yes. He's flying.
Let's watch Jaden then. Let's watch him come down through the S section to the old hairpin. He's pretty even with his last time. Vinnie Roberts manages to get up to 6th place in the second of the Team Dynamics cars to go up into 6th place, 1.5 seconds behind. Rio, in his first drive in the Cavalier, is already up to P8. We should have a full field. I think it's only a Stella Drifter who hasn't turned up. So no, we don't have a full field. This will be your field. As Sculleris takes pole with a 108.8.
Blank has matched Jaden in the first sector and is 3 tenths up right now.
Oh, Blank has disconnected though. Or he's had a massive lag spike. Very unfortunate for Blank, as Jaden is going to come across the line about a tenth down from where he wants to be. But what about MBG? He's only just behind on track. He was 3 tenths up, but he's gone off wide. He's not doing too bad though. He's only lost about a tenth from that. He's lagging a little bit, but he's found 4. Oh, he have found 4 tenths, but he's off into the grass, coming onto the back straight, and that's not particularly where you want to be.
He has a 26.9 in the first sector, which is 3 tenths quicker than 3rd and 1st place. So he's got pace in first sector by a lot.
That's what we did find though, is that the front wheel drives were pretty quick through the high speed section, but just weren't that great in the low speed corners. Of course, this layout of the track not having the chicane or the hairpin, it's one less slow corner that the front wheel drive has got to worry about. However, Sculleris has proven that a rear wheel drive can be quick enough, and with that, he's managed to put his car on pole. As we have a look out the back of Toru, unable to go quicker, same with Method, the car behind. As let's have a look at Rio.
He's slowing down. That's it for him. Or he's done. I think that's.
So Jaden though, he was able to get up to 2nd fastest. He's now only 600ths of a second behind, as you can see Rio's just sort of learning the car at this point, taking it easy, but still P8 is about a second off the back of him, which is unfortunate. It's a shame that he couldn't get his car through this, but I just had no notice to change it over. He's just trying to warm up his tyres, I think, at that point, as most of the guys now are sat in the pits except Vinny, who is out on track. He's on an outlap though.
Yeah.
Joseph McKenna is not on an outlap, but he is 3 seconds down. 3 seconds, 3 tenths down, sorry. As he comes into... He is going to slow down now. He's going to try and
We'll have one
utilise...
lap if he continues.
Oh, yeah, I have 2 laps left, but I think he's coming into the pits.
Yep.
He's indeed. So let's
Get a
try...
gas.
He might be out of gas. Let's try and get us an MBG, see what MBG can do. He's going to have, well, 2 laps, really, to try and get his car on pole. He's currently sat P3, just a 10th behind. I don't know where Blank sits, though, in that. Is he going to be P4, or is Blank joined back?
Yes.
He's P4, okay. I haven't got that on my screen.
Yeah.
But
when he quit, he had pace to go to pole.
he did, yeah.
Because he was 3 tenths up.
Mm.
Through the 4% second.
It's looking very close between the top 4 or 5 guys, so hopefully we'll see there's be some good battles.
MBG is on the move right now.
MBG is on the move. He's 2 tenths up. This lap is going to be good enough to put him on pole. He was 4 tenths up last time around, but he messed up coming around here, and he's now found 5 tenths. So MBG really on the move at the moment to put his car on pole. He's only got the last chicane to go. He brakes well, gets the car turned in, loses about a 10th of time, but might gain it back on the exit. Not as much as he lost on entry, but it will still be enough to put his car on pole by 3 tenths of a second, which in these terms of these BTCC cars is absolutely massive. Jaden, though, he's out on track and he's a 10th up on his time, not where he needs to be to get pole at the moment, but this is the only lap that he has got to do so as Blank finally rejoins into the server, which is good to see.
Vinny might get 1 lap more. He just gets in by 1 second.
Vinny will get 1 lap by 1 second, but he hasn't got fuel to do it. He's now 3 tenths down coming into the first corner, so he must have run out of fuel. But Jaden, though, he's the man on the move. 3 tenths up as he comes down into the last chicane. All he's got to do is find 1 more tenth to get that pole position. But if he can keep it all together, it will be good enough. No, he might lose it on the exit. No, he hasn't. As Blank goes, well, no, he joins back and gets P4. But Jaden, for a last lap, is going to grab pole off of MBG. A very intense qualifying session, as we usually see here in BTCC. Brilliant to commentate on as well. Rio Sight managed to bring his car back just 2.7 seconds off of the pole, so for a first outing in that car, that's a pretty good game, I've got to say. So we're just waiting 30 seconds now until the next session occurs, and then I'll be doing next session again, so hopefully bring out a reverse grid, which I don't think the guys actually know about. But if it does, if it doesn't, then I don't know.
Surprise though.
The only thing that I am worried about is if I go next session, then it will fucking go back to practice. Which I hope it doesn't. But
So
either way,
it
will be interesting.
will be on pole with Toru and Method following him.
Is it going to go back
Vinny
to
will be
practice?
fourth.
That is the question. It does not,
no,
but
we're
it
in the
doesn't
race.
change the
We're in the
grid
race.
round.
No. Reverse grid has.
Oh well, no problem. Remember to go back to pits, by the way.
Oh yeah. I won then. I have to wait. Actually, just a colorful. BMW is in first and second. Oh no, first and
First
third.
and third, yeah.
Oh,
It'll be interesting to see what the guys can do. Sorry about the flashing. Let's look at Jaden as he's going to be the car. Actually, let's maybe go back a couple. Let's look at MBG. That should give us a bit of a better view on what happens through the field into the first corner. Of course, this is a non-points race. It does not particularly matter. There won't be a car eliminated until lap 6 because we are missing out on Sado Drifter, who is the only driver who hasn't turned up, except Kitty, of course. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens coming down into the first corner, but for the first 6 laps, nobody will be eliminated at all. So let's see what happens then. Here we go, 18 laps of Donington National is go. A great start from the BMW cars. Those three immediately going up into the top three positions. What can MBG do though? He's going to have Blank down his inside. No contact's going to be made. Everyone seems to get through cleanly. Very sideways from Toru further down the grid as we see MBG now holding on to fourth position. Blank behind as they're all very, very close coming down through the S section. Toru all over the back of Joseph McKenna, same with Method. But MBG is now looking at a overtaking opportunity on Vinny. He's going round the outside. Sorry for the crappy camera angles. And he manages to get the manoeuvre done. What about Blank? Blank's going to go through on the inside as well. And did that? That is Vinny off into the gravel on the first lap. So let's see him goes down into last place. And he spins out across the track as well, which is not where he wants to be at all. So the field mostly got through pretty clean on this opening lap. We've now got the last remaining cars all over. I'm going the wrong way. Sorry about that.
Yeah, on the slipstream. He's coming through. He's got one done. Got Toru done. He's going to...
He's gone down the inside of Method, or has he? I don't really know. I haven't got the camera angle to do so. He has managed to successfully get down the inside. So, Jaden is your race leader. Sculler is second. MBG third. Blank fourth. Joseph McKenna in fifth. Toru in sixth, as Joseph McKenna was having a look down the inside of Blank, but he's ran wide on corner exit. Where does that put Toru now? He's all over the road, trying to regain control of his car. Does so successfully, but he's lost a bit of ground to the back of Toru at this point. Of course, no eliminations until lap 3, so if you wish, Fapster, you may come out for lap 3. Fapster seems to be unavailable at this point, talking to maybe one of the pit girls or his own mother. Not 100% sure. Blank hasn't actually punted anyone so far, and everyone seems to be going through pretty clean. So next lap, Rio having a look down the inside of Toru. Toru gets very up onto two wheels as they come out of the corner, and Method's now coming. Yes, he is indeed. Let's see what Method can do. Get on board with him looking out the front. Rio's looking down the inside of Toru. He's not going to be able to get a manoeuvre done, but what about Method? Can he go around the outside? No, he can't. Toru, though, gets a very poor exit, and they're both going to fly through. Almost catches him, and one of the... Not Vinny, I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong way. It seemed like one of the Renault cars, maybe of Blank. He was having a look down the inside, but not anymore. He's all over the back of Sculleris. This lap though, Fapster, would it be possible for you to come out and set the pace to bunch the field back up to allow Vinny to get back with the guys, if you're alright with that?
Yes.
Thank you very much. So we've now got Blank all over the back of Sculleris, flashing his lights. I better put in the chat.
Tell me when they come on the last corner.
Joseph McKenna goes off. Very unfortunate for him, but he's going to be able to keep it on the track. Where is Reosut going to be? Not close enough.
Hold on, let me...
Just don't go past turn 1, wait on like pit exit until you see him come out the chicane. So, Joseph McKenna not losing any position, but what about Blank? He's going to be all over the back of Sculleris. Not going to be close enough though, so we're going to see the safety car come out now. He's going to pick up Jaden in the BMW 318. I don't believe we actually have a rear-facing camera out of the safety car, but this one is close enough. We're going to see Jaden, MBG, and all of the guys trying to keep their tyres warm, weaving from side to side. Did Blank pump Vinny? I think Vinny just ran off wide by himself, got two wheels on the grass. So we see all of the guys then come down through in the old hairpin. We've got most of the field back on the pack now. It's only Vinny and Toru who are about 10 seconds behind. However, we should see them catch up by the end of the lap, or at least get somewhere a lot closer. So, if you're alright with doing so, could you come in at the end of this lap as the other two guys are now caught right up to the back of you. If the MBG take to the grass, as we should see, yep, there is Toru and Vinny just coming out of the last corner before the hairpin now. So let's get a reverse camera view off of the back of Jaden, see if he's going to have any troubles whatsoever. As the safety car pulls in, Jaden bunches up the field. There can of course be no overtaking before the start finish line. MBG is going to have a look as they just cross the finish line now. MBG right alongside as they all power down into the first corner. MBG goes round the outside. What about Blank 2? He's going to go and defend on the outside from Joseph. He was having a look down the inside, but what about MBG and Jaden? Jaden's pulled a little bit ahead on corner exits. They all come down through the X section too wide. Jaden not giving MBG as much space as I think he wanted, pushing him a little bit close to the inside, offsetting his line. But what about CRS now? All over the back of these guys is MBG. Having a look for the outside. Oh, gets loose on the curb. MBG's lost it. What are the guys going to do? Everyone seems to have got through clean. CRS getting held up a little bit though, but that allows Blank and Joseph McKenna to get up into third place. Of course, these are the best guys that we have here at the CRS BTCC League, so we should see some very, very good racing from them. And all 9 cars now very close, all in a train together, which is what we like to see. Rio's going to have a look at the inside of MPG. Nowhere to go. What about Torrey though? Torrey manages to barge his way past Method. Method says no and goes up onto the curb, and Vinny is going to challenge now all over the back of Method as they go 3 wide down into the first corner. No overtaking manoeuvres from what I can see. 3 wide for the last position. At the end of this lap, the last place car will be eliminated. So, whoever it could be, it's going to be Vinny, Toru, or Method, I believe, sorry. As they're going 2 by 2 now down the S section. In the old hairpin now, Toru able to take the inside to cover up very nicely. Vinny though, he's now going to have a look all over the back of Toru. I need to get the command ready to
remove them.
Roberts. I believe it's going to be Vinny, but I'll get the command ready just in case. But it could be Toru. I did see someone locking up. It might be Method. Method is going to be off. I don't. Can you tell me Method's thing just to be on the safe side? We saw MBG and Scalaris have a bit of action.
It is Method at the end.
Just Method. How do I? Oh, is it though, or is it going to be Vinny? Vinny is not.
No, he holds on.
No, he holds on. So, what is Method's tag? Can you tell me Method's tag?
Ethereal with a capital E.
How do I spell ethereal? E-T-H-E-R-E-A-L?
E-T-H-E-R-E-A-L.
Yeah, and then what?
Space.
Yeah.
Dash.
Yeah.
Method in small letters.
Cannot find server name Method. Great.
Um.
Oh, fuck's sake. Oh well, this has gone great.
I'll just tell him to pull into the pits.
Yeah. Oh, okay, he's off. Perhaps the server did kick him. Oh well, let's get back to the action. The field seems to be a little bit spread out now. We've got, of course, until the end of lap 9 until the next car is eliminated. Looking at MBG here, but what about Blank? Blank is all over the back of Jaden. Nowhere to go though. Method is off the server. Jaden runs deep into the first corner, and Blank is now inherited the lead. Joseph McKenna and MBG. MBG having a look down the inside of Joseph McKenna. It's just like the race from last Saturday. Those two, of course, really pushing each other recently in a good and a bad way, let's say. As they come down through the S section, Joseph may have a slightly better run off the corner. Oh, Scalaris or Rio goes very sideways. It was one of the white cars anyway in the background. What can Joseph McKenna do though? All over the back of MBG's. Safe currently in P4, not going to get eliminated. He looks to the inside, maybe a little bit of contact made. That is indeed the case. Car damage +2 for Joseph McKenna. Tapping the rear end of MBG, and he's now going to be down the inside coming for the back straight. Going to be down the inside as well for the chicane. Not going to be close enough though. Or is he? No, MBG just defends well enough for Joseph to stay behind, but Joseph is all over the back of him, and at this point Scalaris, because of their battle, has closed pretty much right up to him. He's not that far behind. It looks further away, but that's just a wide FOV of this camera as Joseph runs into the back of MBG. He's going to carry on. MBG now, he's all the way down in 5th place, and Scalaris takes 3rd place off of Joseph McKenna and MBG. MBG now, he's going to be quite a way back from the back of Joseph, and then Joseph is already looking over the back of Scalaris in that BMW. We know how good the front-wheel drive cars are through this fast section as MBG and Rio go both wide. It's the car at the end of this lap will be eliminated, and I believe it might be Vinnie Roberts. We'll have to wait and see. They are very close. There's only 3 attempts between them. Vinny obviously knows that this is the final elimination lap. Let's get back with Joseph and Scalaris. They're now pretty close together. Not much separates them. Only 4 attempts, but so are Vinny and Toru. Vinny knows. Vinny's got him. Toru is going to be the eliminated driver. Toru might be out of gas. I don't know. He might have got a penalty.
He might, because he cut the last. Or the second
oh, very unfortunate for Toru, but Vinny stays in then for the time being. Toru, once he crosses the line, then he will be eliminated from the race. Apparently it couldn't find a driver called OD Toru, but I don't know. Just tell him to go in the pits, I guess. So back with the battle for 3rd place between Joseph McKenna and Scalaris. How do I? Is it just capital OD space dash space Toru?
Yes. Toru is space. T is T space O space R space E.
Oh, that's probably why. So
he's slowing down, so he might have read it.
Oh, Scalaris runs wide. Scalaris runs wide. He spun it.
It's not in the wall. He saved it, but he'll be.
He's quite a way down. He's gonna actually be in last place then, as Toru is now eliminated from the race. Scalaris, very unfortunate for him. He is now all the way down in last place. I reckon you should bring out the safety car once again to bunch the field back up at the end of the next lap. So Blank is currently a race leader, 1.5 seconds up the road with 7 laps to go. His name has spaces. Yeah, that was indeed the case. K2, thank you very much for stating that. So at the end of this lap we will have another pace car period to bunch the field back up. Of course, Scalaris is now 4 seconds behind Vinnie Roberts. Why is Toru left? I don't know. Let's ignore that. So Blank, like I said earlier, your race leader now. He's pulled a 10th over Jaden in that BMW. However, with the safety car or pace car ready to pounce, Blank just coming through the last chicane now. He is going to hold it all together, but the pace car should come out of the pit lane now to pick up Blank. I should have probably wrote that a little bit earlier, but we do have the safety car out on track now, who will be picking up Blank. He's flashing his lights, maybe in frustration after pulling that little bit of a gap over Jaden, but we should see the rest of the field now bunch up. 6 laps remaining. Only 1 car who will be eliminated, which is Scalaris at the end of this lap if he cannot get a manoeuvre done. Joseph McKenna was all over the back of MBG, as we see. With
7 cars left.
7 cars left, yeah, that is indeed the case. I should be looking at safety car here probably. So yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Half a lap round to go.
Vinny might have damage.
Vinny might have damage.
He had pace during quali, but that bump might have like damaged his suspension. He's going really slow through these turns.
Well, we'll have to see what happens, but with the field all bunched up, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens. Of course, this will be the final elimination.
Blank's flashing me.
Yeah.
Probably wants me to be clear.
So, as the safety car pulls into the pits, we will see Jaden actually get pretty close to the back end of Blank as they all power down into the first corner. Very close then. At this point, we see Jaden pull to the inside. Joseph again pull to the outside. And Jaden is going to look down the inside. Blank's not going to give him much space at all. Jaden backs out, but Blank runs wide. Rio and Joseph are now very, very close indeed, as Joseph is going to be all over the back of MBG. Of course, they had an incident earlier on. MBG must have got past somehow. And all the cars now pretty close. They're all in a very similar performing state. There's only one car that can be eliminated at this point. As we see, Joseph's looking all over the back of MPG. Wait, when did Jaden get past Blank? Well, I must have missed that, but... Did he? Yes, he did. Yes.
Blank
Oh no,
wide.
Joseph's off! Joseph's off on the grass and Rio's now going to be right with him. Can Joseph keep it all together? Sculler is still the last place car. Joseph holding on for dear life at this point. Scullaris. Oh no, this could end very badly. There's a couple cars now that could end up last. Who's going to play off the desperate manoeuvre? Vinny's going to look down the inside. He's going to punt Joseph. Oh, Scullaris, no! Scullaris then is going to be the final car eliminated. So, very unfortunate for Scullaris. So, it is going to be Jaden, your race leader. Blank second place. MBG in third. Riosuck fourth with a closing McKenna. Riosuck must be really enjoying that Cavalier. His first time out in it. And he is going to be defending not as much. Oh, okay, he's going to put his car in the middle of the track, but he's going to run wide, lose the rear end all over the track. And Joseph now is going to be able to utilise that. There'll be no more eliminations in this race and likely no more pace cars. As we see Joseph looking all over the back of Rio at this point. MBG, Blank and Jaden all very close at the front. Only 8 tenths separate those guys. As we see Vinny trying to close up on them too, taking advantage of them battling. Is MBG going to be close enough to Blank and Jaden as he needs to be to take the win off of them? I do not know at this point, but we see Jaden. Rio runs wide coming into the final chicane, and Rio's going to pull off and back into the pits he goes. Not sure what happened there. As Blank's now challenging. No, he's defending the inside from MBG.
Yes.
MBG trying to go around the outside. Ooh, he might be able to get it as Blank. Yeah, he might be able to pull it off. He's got the better exit speed as he powers round the outside, now on the inside. Will he be able to defend well? Oh no, Blank punts him as expected. Blank with the good old punt. Bring out the safety car, bring out the pace car, because that was not on.
What is the next elimination lap again?
That was the final one, lap 12. There is no more elimination laps. So the pace car will be out this lap to bunch the field back up for the final 3 laps. MBG is going to be all over the back of Vinny, going to chuck it down the inside. A very aggressive manoeuvre, manages to almost just hold on. He's going to be on the grass and Vinny's going to be able to sneak up the inside to take back 4th place. There's Blank and Joseph now pretty close as we see Jaden come onto the track, and so does the safety car. So then it will be the final 2-3 laps with a very close packed field. I can't wait to see what happens, I'll be completely honest. Of course, we've got the RS Cosworth pace car. It's a pretty standard RS Cosworth, but it's what they used in the real shootout, so it's what we're going to be using today. With 2 laps to go at the end of this lap, it'll be all to play for. Any of the 5 guys still left running are going to be in with a chance of winning this race. So it will be a very interesting outcome, let's say. Are we going to see some desperate movers from Jaden? What about Blank? What about Joseph? I spoke to him before the race. He didn't even expect to get this far. So the fact that Joseph has got this far, maybe it'll be pushing him on to win, or maybe it'll just be pushing him to keep it on the road. I'm not 100% sure. Jaden weaving all over the track to try and heat up his tyres. None of the other drivers really doing so. Blank now following in suit, but most of the guys just really pootling around at a steady pace. Of course, Fapster is your safety car driver today, doing a rather good job. Cannot fault him at all. He's now going to be weaving a little bit as well. So hopefully Jaden will be backing off a little bit shortly to allow a bit of buffer space between the cars. 5 guys then who can take home either a trophy or a Steam voucher. Let's see what they can do. 2 laps to go. Joseph McKenna looking all over the back of MBG. Doesn't seem to be quite past yet. They crossed the line at a very similar pace. I don't believe Joseph was ahead at the time. Anyway, MBG is going to be defending. No, Joseph McKenna is going to swoop round the outside. Going to go onto the grass though. And MBG is going to hold on to third. What about Blank? He's not going to be close enough to Jaden. Let's get on board with Vinny. He'll probably be your best on board to see what is going on. Let's get onto the roof cam. Maybe not anymore, as Vinny's going to run wide. What about Joseph?
MBG too.
MBG and Joseph running wide. Let's see if he can go down the inside. No, he can't. But what about round the outside? Maybe a little bit of contact made, but both of them managed to keep it on the track. Vinny now 3.5 seconds down off of the leaders. Unfortunate for him. But what about Blank? Blank's going to be all over the back of Jaden at this point. Let's have a look at Jaden. And MBG and Joseph pretty close at this point. So Blank all over the back of Jaden as they come onto the final lap. Just a chicane to go. 1 lap for it all to happen to be the CRS Shootout winner. Any of these guys can be in to win it. MBG runs wide coming out of the last chicane. Joseph's going to be side by side. They make contact down the straight. Blank's going to have a look for the outside. MBG's defending the inside from Joseph McKenna. Blank's going to be on the inside of Jaden. They're going to go 2 wide. Same with MBG and Joseph. What a race this is turning out to be, as we see Jaden and Blank go side by side, Joseph McKenna and MBG go side by side. MBG backs out, Blank now all over the back of Jaden. Jaden keeps it on the road just enough to carry the momentum. He's going to be very what's Joseph done?
He ran wide and kicked him on the gas, but he's still fine. He's
still fine. So the real battle is going to be between Blank and Jaden. Joseph runs wide. MBG's not going to be right back with him. What a race this is turning out to be. So we see McKenna lose out on 3rd place, but can he get the undercut? Let's get back with Jaden. They're bumping. He's round the outside. Let's see what Blank can do coming down into the last chicane. Is he going to be able to hold Blank off? He is indeed. But what about MBG and Joseph? Joseph's going to look down the inside, but there's not going to be a place there. They both touch the sausage curbs. Both run wide. Jaden, though, is going to be your race winner.
He's slowing down.
They've won. He might have had a time penalty. Jaden, though, he's going to be your CRS Shootout winner. A well-deserved win. He spins it out trying to drift his car. MBG now, he's going to power on. What about MB? Yeah, he's going to do some donuts. Joseph is going to bring his car home 4th. Vinny bring it home a very respectable 5th place. And Blank, not forgetting him, he's going to be 2nd place. And Fapster, he's number 1 in my heart in the RS Cosworth.
Yeah.
as we see all the guys that do some donuts.
Blank.
But except Blank. Blank's not doing any donuts, but the other guys are. They're all having a good time. It's
I think Blank might have a PO penalty report.
It doesn't make any difference. And at the end of the day, Jaden's won it. A brilliant drive from Jaden. Some great defensive work. To see the 2 Team Dynamics cars get into the shootout as well was very nice to see. A great drive from Rio to bring it home in 6th in a car that he's never driven before. Sculleris P7 in the next of the Beamers. Toru P8 and Method in P9, who was the first car to get eliminated. Joseph's having some fun time in the Granal. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate all of you for watching. Yeah, it was a brilliant race.
It's a pretty good race.
It was a brilliant race. I think the pace car bunching the field up really helped out to make it a great race all the way through. What did you say? We'll be doing this more often?
Yeah, we should do this pace car more often.
Yeah, we could do.
It should make it better.
Yeah.
Because the lead switched like 3 or 4 times.
Not to forget the mid pack. The mid pack was amazing.
Yeah.
All over every race. Anyway.
The pace is so close.
Yeah. It was great that we had the top 10. Most of the top 10 guys turn up anyway. We had a couple all the way down through for P13, I believe, which was Rio. So, cheers to the guys who came out. Very sorry for Kitty who couldn't make it, as he was practicing a lot all week. And he was on par with Blank and Jaden for time. So, very unfortunate that he couldn't make it. But at least the other guys could, and I'm glad that they had a great time. So, cheers, Fapster, for commentating with me.
Yeah.
And
Thank you. It was good,
on to the
guys.
next
See you guys
league, I
later.
suppose. See you guys later. Bye.